Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Blue Ridge Bonfire on this very chilly winter day. We don't actually have a bonfire. Would have come in actually handy today because it is pretty cold. So this is the Overlanding podcast where we talk about gear and what we do here at the shop, and we get on wild goose chases and rabbit trails and have a great time. So, Rick, what are we going to be talking about today?
Yeah, so by the time this one hits the viewers and listeners, will be early 2023. So we're going to do a review, kind of things that happened at the shop in 2022, and then kind of give you a preview of what's coming up here in the new year. Matt, you are the man in charge. So you want to give us a rundown of like maybe some new products that were released and
I
how that
really feel like Brandy should take that title on. Not as man in charge, but as person in charge. I think she's more in charge than me. Anyway, I'm sorry. So let's go back. What was the question?
like new things at the shop.
New things at the shop.
What all did we do in 20...
Oh, we're going backwards.
Yeah. Year in review. Then we'll
I'm gonna...
Okay, so we've revamped like almost everything in the product line.
Yeah.
Kind of took a look at everything and went back through it. Put it together and seeing what changes made sense and what we could do to make it better. So we did a bunch of basically remodeling of older products and kind of updating them. And then we've come out with some new stuff. The bum bag's kind of a neat piece that we've really liked and has been pretty successful for us. And then tote bag and the tote bag pouch kind of extravaganza has been a neat piece. That'll come back. I know it's out of stock right now, but we're going to do more runs of that. I mean, we've been working on a campground here. We've worked on enclosing some more of the buildings so we can get a little more room down the road. And we bought a giant laser. A 72-inch or 71-inch wide laser. So that's kind of exciting. What else have we done this year? Seems like
we launched the mule bag, which was teased in the launch of the Triple Run series.
Mule bag.
We will get more of those back in stock. We promised. We're working on all of it.
Surviving Christmas. It's has been the priority the last few weeks. Crunch. I mean, the ruin as few Christmases as possible, I think, is what our shop manager said. It's time to ruin as few Christmases as possible. So we've been trying to do that. I swear.
All the tote bags that were ordered went out the Friday before Christmas. This is the Wednesday before Christmas is when we're recording this.
Yeah, so most of those should be delivered.
Yeah, those should be in people's hands, if not now, today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I was trying to think back. Obviously, we just launched the tote bag. That was right after Thanksgiving. The bum bag was what? It was after I got here in March, but that would have been maybe April or May. And we've already done some different colors of those. And I bring that up to say that the tote bag and the packing cubes will be coming back in some different colors. We did the blue and the clay, which were both really successful. So we'll have those out soon in some different color schemes. The Gladiator Attic.
That's Gladiator Attic.
That's like really well.
Just really, really recent.
Sold out in like the first couple of days.
Yeah. Some short production runs on that to get it rolling. Yep.
Yeah. On that note, we'll save for like things that are upcoming for 2023 for another section. So here at the campground, you brought that up. We had our Overland flea market, which went really well. We had like 15 trucks and a bunch of people come shop, but there were like 15 that like came and sold and stayed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time this hits the podcast websites, whatever. We also are going to have our trail riding camp out for New Year's Eve here. So that's coming up in like 10 or 11 days now.
I don't know. Yeah. Some number of cold days left.
Yeah. Which we'll report back on how that went. We'll have some video and photo and stuff like that. But this weekend it's supposed to be like 12. And so we'll see what the next 7 days after that brings.
I think maybe even a low of like 6 or 7 is what.
This may be the few and the brave and the bold for the...
We did one, and when Adam was here, Adam's going to be in a future podcast, but we had one when Adam was here that was like just effing cold. I mean, ice and snow and bad cold. And we had a big turnout for that, like way more than I would have expected was braving it. I guess it's all those diesel heaters. I don't think diesel heaters were quite as in vogue back then. I don't think people
Yeah.
knew how to be.
I don't
that
know.
cool
I
back
feel like
then.
you just like you win some kind of points for doing hard things, you know.
Yeah.
And everybody, you know,
There's
Yeah.
a scoreboard.
there's a confidence boost that you get from it. You gotta,
No,
you
it's
gotta
getting comfortable
go.
with the uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you put yourself in like deliberately put yourself in uncomfortable situations like staying out in the cold camping and then doing a trail ride and all that stuff, then the next time that there's like I don't know, like you need to clean the house up, but you'd rather lay on the couch. It's like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Remember that time I slept out in the
that's the way that works. I didn't know that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to.
It puts
I
the
don't-
rest of your life
that-
back in perspective. Again,
I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know that have the same realizations that you do. Apparently,
but yeah, we got 15 people signed up for that. Hope everybody shows. I don't think weather-wise, unless something changes really drastically, we're gonna have can't safely do the trip weather in terms of precipitation,
No.
ice, rain,
Yeah.
snow. But it
doesn't
will
feel like it.
it will be chilly.
I could run through more things that happened this year.
Yeah.
I've got the
We
full
want
list
to
here.
know. We
We did the laundry bag and shower bag project.
Oh,
yeah,
That was
yeah.
another like long time on the back
needed
burner,
to do,
and
yeah.
it came to fruition in spectacular fashion.
Yeah, that's a good one. I updated the cook kit bag to
Yep.
work some more fridges and made some changes there.
Launched the gadget bag too.
Gadget bag was
Oh,
new.
was that
Really
this year?
versatile platform.
Was this year.
Yeah.
early 2022 then.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did the whole build project on your Suburban.
Oh right, yeah. Building my Suburban,
but then you
which-
got another cool vehicle. If you want to
Which-
talk about that.
Well, we've talked about it before that
Yeah.
the Prospector is going to get some love hopefully this year.
Mhm.
And the Suburban is, I guess, going to find a new home. Is
Back to square one.
yeah. I'm really not. I don't know what happens, but I'm not really that big a fan of build. I mean, I like a built truck. I don't really love building them. You know what I mean? Like like Rodney likes to put them together. Like
Yeah. And he out the door.
Yeah, and it starts on a new one, and I don't really have that, so I'm not sure why this has happened to me quite like this.
Yeah.
I prefer to get one.
I think
where
Rodney
it.
rubbed off on you just a little bit
Oh,
too
no,
much,
man.
maybe for your own good.
Stop
when he was
it!
up
Stop
here.
it! Stop
You
touching
got some
me.
catching up to do. You
Yeah.
have to have 34 vehicles in the next 36 months.
Yeah, stop touching me.
We launched some other. We launched the notebook scabbard, the radio pouch.
Oh yeah, radio pouches. Those are handy.
Yeah, those have been going really, really well. We updated the seatback panels and all that. We brought some new brands into the shop. We've got Primus, Phoenix flashlights. We've got.
It never seems like you do anything until you look back and you're like, "Holy crap! How did we get all that done?" I'm always like that.
Brew Trek.
Yeah, which we're out of and ready for another order. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm always. It happens to me all the time. The new patch series. If you don't have them, really cool new patch series coming. First one's out. The I don't know what we call that. The Squirrel Boone.
Daniel Boone Squirrel. Yeah.
Daniel Boone Squirrel.
Yep.
Explorer series patches.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like I said, you look back and you're just, I'm always like, holy crap, how did we do all that? And, when you're doing it, you don't even notice. It feels like you're not getting anything done.
Yeah, we had a super successful rooftop tent rally with our friends up at James River State Park.
Yeah.
Great weather, great event, really good turnout.
That was like the 5th year running or 4th year running or something like that.
Fifth, sixth, I don't know.
Fifth or sixth,
At least 5th or 6th, because I think I have an 18 banner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we did go. Some of us went to Expo. We did it a little differently though this year. We had our gear in booths of like 3 other people,
Our vendors.
and so we just.
We may
cruised
have
around.
a camp out the weekend of Expo. I'm just saying 2023 Expo East if you're looking for a place to come that isn't Expo during that weekend and hang out and maybe go over to Expo.
It's a little more
for
of
a
a
day pass or something.
small
I don't
group
know.
environment,
Yeah,
camp out with.
We're about an hour from the gates.
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah. And on that note, like anything else, because that's a great.
That was
Let's
pretty,
move
that's pretty
into-
much it.
So for 2023, our friends at the Moore Expo, which is in Missouri, we will be at that. I think I just cut, but we got a bunch.
It's just the
of
headphones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've they just posted yesterday, so this will be kind of delayed by the time you hear this. But the Moore Expo in Missouri will be heading out there April 21st, 22nd, like sometime that weekend. Don't quote me. It's one of those days. It's a 2-day event in April. First time we're going to that, but looks like it's going to be really cool. It's like 3 months and 30 days away or something like that.
Oh my God, you're counting down.
I put a countdown on Instagram.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just. I'm a flippin' Luddite. I don't even know.
Yeah, and
I
like
really
did it,
am.
and instantly somebody like added it as a reminder. I was like, wow, that was dedication. Like I like barely got the post made.
Yeah. I'm so not that organized.
But yeah, so if you're going to be at the More rally, the More Expo in
More expo, yeah.
Springfield, man,
yeah, Springfield, and we're gonna do an expo camp out, probably at least a small group. If you got interest in that, let us know.
Yeah,
Um,
some
and-
other stuff here at the shop.
yeah, we got a larger version of the bum bag coming. We're gonna probably revisit headrest first aid kit. Do some updates on that. I think that's coming pretty soon.
Yeah.
Maybe a new dump pouch I've been playing with a little bit.
You
Yeah.
would keep playing with
yeah.
Got to Go bag, but that one
Keep
hasn't
fight-
quite materialized
I keep
yet.
fighting.
Yeah,
I don't even know how many different prototypes I
yeah.
have
There's
now,
prototypes all
and,
over the shop of that thing.
and new drawings and to cut pieces, and I get mad at it and I leave it alone for a while, and I come back and I get mad at it because it becomes like almost impossible to assemble. I really think I have it figured out, and then I'm like, and I put it together, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing's so hard. And then I'm like, okay, let's go back and look at this again.
For the listeners, that's the reason the old bum bag or the old Got to Go bag went, the way of the dodo, because it was very difficult to make and very easy to mess up during the production process.
Yeah, and the other thing is we had like, as a matter of fact, CT's brother.
Mm-hmm.
David was the master of building them. Like he had it
Right.
figured out, and he was going to Liberty University at the time, and he literally would come in at night after school. Your brother is an amazing human being. I gotta say that. Like, no,
He
love
doesn't
David.
sleep.
I love David. He
has boundless energy. I don't even understand that guy. He parties all day and all night, and I don't even know.
He is no joke, an amazing human being. I love him and I miss him. And but anyway, he would come in at night like a flippin' elf, and we would leave a bunch of parts like ready, and then he would roll in after school and like assemble them, and then come back 2 days later. We'd leave a pile of parts, and he'd come back, and bam, the next thing you know, there'd be another series of Got to Go bags. But he was I don't know, he did it after everybody was gone. He'd come in here and like, blare music and rattle the windows and shit till midnight, and then go to school. But like, no joke, like that dude is like the epitome of what college students should be. And I don't, and I mean that like in the best way. Like I think had a good time at college. Like I think he came out with no debt. Like he literally figured out how to get scholarships.
He got a scholarship.
He did it in 4 years.
Yeah.
Which is actually really rare now.
And like paid to live working. I mean, like,
and had friends too. Somehow.
Right? Yeah. Right.
Somehow.
I mean, like he would go sell books door to door in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
He would do that for like a couple months, and then he would come back and he would
work in the shop.
He'd work in the shop the rest of the year. It was crazy. I mean, he was just, man. He was after, and then got straight out of school, got the job he was hunting for, like had a plan to who he wanted to work for, and now now he's like a fucking hedge fund millionaire or something. I don't know. And he's 12. I don't.
Well,
That
story took some other
I'm very proud of my younger brother. He is.
I mean,
he is a force to be reckoned with.
He is, man. He is a fucking machine.
He looks rough for 12 though.
He does. He does look a little old.
Getting a little.
He can
scruffy,
grow some serious.
Yeah.
They started working for me at like 16, weed eating and shit.
Yeah, I started saying,
or 15. I don't even know. Yeah, before he was driving, he started working for us like around the farm and stuff. Anyway,
well, I'm excited about that project because I carry a OG Got to Go bag every single day. The very first Coyote one. Matter of fact, I was poking around on Instagram one day, and, it'll remind you about this post that many years ago or whatever. And Matt, which I think Matt was the only one on the account back then, had just tagged my personal account and was like, "Here you go." Because they only came in black and gray up to that point. I badgered him until he made a Coyote one. So.
Yeah, just black originally, and then I made a Coyote one, and then the early ones I was blessed with making, until David got it.
But I mean, we're talking
away.
Probably 7 years
at least.
Yeah. Because I don't think you even had them when we first met. So yeah, it would have been maybe like a year after we met when you
Yeah,
started
something like
producing
that.
them.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Mm.
Yeah,
and it's still holding up just fine. There's a mysterious stain on the lining. I think I got like some oil or something on
Yeah.
it. Outside of that, it,
Looks brand new. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know about brand new, but
yeah.
it's holding up. Let's go with
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
holding up.
Structurally,
Yeah,
it looks brand new.
yeah.
Yeah. So any other you talked about some products like the dump pouch, which that was news to us. See, that's how things go here, guys.
We may play with like a Bronco attic.
Oh yeah, we
We
got a
might.
guy that's kind of local that we're gonna have him come in and try to like some of the older videos where we'd outfit a vehicle, do that. But we also need to get a Bronco in here to develop an attic for it.
Jason from MSO is rumored bringing a truck down to do a build through.
Yeah.
Mm,
I don't know if he's going to do that, but he mentioned it the last time I saw him, and he wants to bring one down to
Nice.
go through. So
Yeah. So some new stuff, maybe new models.
yeah, God only knows what
Yeah, a
comes out
couple
of that
different
stuff.
ideas
Like
for new attics
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
that becomes pretty random sometimes.
Because that's exactly how the Gladiator attic happened. Josh Gobi Recon was here and literally pulled it up in the front of the shop, and we were like, okay, what do we got to do to make this work?
Yeah.
So get
Josh had the good thing is Josh had it like 80% figured out. We just had
he
to
did.
make it suck a little less.
Yeah.
Tighten it up and make it fit a little smoother is the biggest thing. But he actually had most of the work done for us.
Yeah, and it's went well. Well, yeah, those have been well received. So yeah, any other products thoughts?
I don't know. I mean, we'll find out when we
Yeah.
as we get through the year what ideas we had. I'm the bum bag thing I've kind of enjoyed, and the tote bag thing I've kind of enjoyed. So we may be looking at more stuff along those lines as we go, because I think those are kind of fun products to play with and try to come up with something that's a little unique. I think is the kicker, because I think it's
that realm.
yeah, because there's a lot of stuff out there, and trying to come up with something that's kind of your own idea, and not just a random copy of somebody else's. Not that you don't take trades from other people's stuff, but trying to come up with something that hasn't been done 100 times already.
Yeah.
That's kind of the fun part.
Yeah, some other things you talked about playing around with was maybe like visor organizer, might get update, packing cubes.
I've
some
got
updates on those.
I actually have a visor organizer I'm running in my Dodge right now. That's
Nice.
an updated version.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sure that I love it, but it's
Because that's like an OG product, right? Like
yeah, that's one of the very first, like that
unchanged.
and unchanged. It's been that and the original seat panels and like the early tool bags.
Yeah.
All that stuff we've done since the very, very beginning.
Oh, for the whole first aid line.
Yeah, it's gonna
some
get
updates.
revamped. Yeah, there'll be
Yeah,
a new large, new medium first aid. I mean, same platform. We're just changing
Right.
that. We're gonna make it a triple run attachment system, so
Yeah.
it can use more accessories and pouches and stuff like that we've got. We're gonna update that, but that'll come pretty quick. That'll come early
Mhm.
We've
in January.
There's 15 kind of prototype large first aids.
Yeah, floating
that
around
are
out there.
As a deal of a day that were really well received, and we're really not tweaking a lot on those, but
Yeah,
yeah,
just like I said, making the
Refinements.
attachment system,
yeah.
bringing the attachment system up to date, because that's really handy. I don't know how many other people use it, but I use the darn thing for everything.
Yeah.
Like I just went to Texas with only my tote bag
Yeah.
for 4 or 5 days. I don't know how long I was gone. Drove to Texas, which is 18-ish hours of driving. That was tool rifle match, but anyway, yeah, I was able to I stacked 2 of the packing cubes in the bottom upright, one on top on its side, and then I hang one off the edge,
Yeah.
and I still have a little room in the top to kind of throw some miscellaneous stuff. But I literally went 4 days of needing a lot of stuff, because we were outside for 3 of those 4 days in rain and not cold weather, but not
Right.
it was actually unseasonably cold and wet for that part of Texas, I guess. So it was like 40s,
Oh yeah.
high
Yeah,
40s.
that is chilly fruit there.
High 40s, low 50s, and wet.
A couple more things I thought of. We talked about creating a shoulder strap for the whole triple run system.
Yeah, we've got
that
that.
you could use
That's
on several
started.
different
Yeah,
bags in that line.
Cam and I have actually looked at that a couple times and thrown some ideas around about how to build one.
Yeah. Just to clarify, that would be like more or less using those triple run attachment points.
Yep.
So tool bag, gadget bag, the
mule bag?
the tote bag, the
The
mule
mule
bag,
bag.
like it will clip onto all those and allow you to shoulder carry that. So.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, just as an add-on piece.
And then we've got our patch line with the Explorer patches.
We already hit that.
The Explorers. Oh, did you? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. And we got more
I
Explorers
guess
coming.
that one went in one ear and out the
We
other.
have more Explorers coming down the pipe.
Shower bag too. That just hit me. That
What?
would be super slick. That strap would also work on the
Yeah, shower bag.
So like walking back and forth to showers.
Yeah.
At a campground or
Yeah.
Another project we've been playing around with is getting some more, getting involved with some more dealers and maybe doing some custom colors for different dealers and stuff like that.
Wait, don't say that.
Oh.
I don't know. Like,
Oh, maybe the editor cut that out.
yeah. No, I'm not sure that's it. But we have been looking it up in the dealer program. We'll see.
I was going to say that we've a new one that we've got that I'm excited about is Arctic Trucks in Norway.
Yeah.
Those guys on the other side of the globe from us. We've got a couple shipments have already went out to them. They've got a really cool stuff going on over there.
Yeah, we're doing a bag for them.
Yeah.
We're doing a bag for them. It's kind of a co-branded piece. It's pretty neat. And then they have a bunch of our gear there.
Probably our furthest
dealer who's like literally legitimately stocking and keeping stuff.
They're
no joke. They're gonna have some inventory and seem like they're excited about it. So like I said, depending on what production allows this year, we were sort of feeling like we were getting that a little more streamlined so we could open up some dealer stuff. We'll see if that continues through this year or not, but we're hoping.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, it's all
if you live in the Bedford area and you'd like
to drive a sewing machine, not a job. You want to drive a sewing machine because that's what we need.
Yes.
we get a lot of people that will contact us for work, but very very few.
You mentioned sewing machine. They're like, oh, we really were thinking we'd help you in marketing. I was like, okay, we're doing okay.
Yeah, we can outstrip our production. That's the problem. The marketing can outstrip the production. So production is what we need.
Last couple of weeks, the marketing crew in the afternoons has been flipping bags
and sewing. I mean, Brandy has run a sewing machine as much as half the people in the shop here in the last couple of weeks. Me too, for that matter.
Brandy literally one day was just like, we're down on bar tacking and watched a tutorial to make sure she knew everything on the bar tacker and went back there and then bar tacked the next 2 hours straight.
Yeah. No, we've all been
pitching in where we can,
trying to ruin as few Christmases as possible.
Exactly.
That's the goal.
Yeah. Put that on a big banner.
If you got an orange tote bag with packing cubes, there's a good chance that I flipped that and put zipper pulls on it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I probably bar tacked it.
Yeah. But no, I'm excited. Kind of our listeners across different platforms, informal survey, and I'll come back to that in just a second. Here, the property is really shaping up to be really cool. The campground is just outside this door. If there's any classes or types of events that you'd like to see, obviously we've got the flea market. We're going to do some more trail rides and campouts and stuff. But if you're like, oh, I'd be interested in wilderness first aid training or like a comms class or like a survival class, let us know. And on that note, we're going to send out a survey sometime by the time this hits, really soon, to ask those sort of questions and just general broad customer survey. So be able to look out for that. So.
Yeah. And did you mention that we're on Hip Camp now? So
we're not quite. Next weekend for photos, instead of I was like that's probably when I should do pictures when people are here. Yeah. Plus, the sun hasn't been shining in Bedford for about 2 weeks. So
it's like Northeast Ohio. I don't know what's going on. My wife is like, it feels like Ohio. It's cold, it's wet, and there's no sun.
It's been staying off for a while. It hasn't been cold for a while this winter. Yeah, I feel like.
It's December and it's cold. We don't know. I mean, we started this in Thanksgiving. We got cold.
Okay.
This is not.
And I can deal with the cold, but it's just like you said. It's been so dreary.
Sun.
I went out there one day and was going to set my truck up, and I did that for a few of the campsites. I was going to go to another one. It was like one of them was like, "No, these photos are going to be depressing. People will be like, now I'm sad. I don't want to go camping when they see this listing."
Is this camp in England? What's going on?
I feel you, man. That's part of why we left Northeast Ohio, is because we never saw the sun for 5 months of the year, and here we're like, oh, holy crap, it's sunny in January. How does that work?
Today it was 26 this morning, but I was out, the dogs, and the sun had just come up, which it's still only coming up at like 7.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Whatever.
You weren't breaking camp real early.
Yeah, but I was out with the dogs and like, clear skies and the sun. It's like, I can deal with the cold.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just, I hate when it's like day 4. I have not seen the sun.
Right.
The melon
Yeah.
settled upon camp.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Oh man.
Well, good. I got anything else exciting? Campgrounds, new products, finishing updating the line, which is 3 or 4 products left.
No, see you in Missouri.
Always.
See you in Missouri. Yeah.
We're always playing with new stuff, new products. If there's anything, leave us comments down below on what you think we should be doing product wise in 2023. And things we should do more of. Maybe if you got ideas for this show, because this has been our first year of doing our show this way. We've definitely enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
in this
give us
kind of format and
thoughts, topics, not camp cooking, because I'm proud of us. By the way, we'll have a team high five. We haven't talked about eating or cooking in this episode.
Our editor
Not
has
till just
chided
now.
us that all of our episodes devolve
Into food.
Into food.
Food somehow.
It's like how to set up your Overland dashboard. Man, bacon. Like that was essentially how that bacon's so good.
Have you ever had midnight bacon?
Yeah.
It's even better then.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with us, and excited to see where 2023 takes us.
Bye.
Until next time.